Also, Donald Trump continuing to make news. His controversial comments about immigrants could have some fallout here in the district. Celebrity chef Jose Andres, who I'm sure you're familiar with all of his restaurants here around town and the country, plans to open a new restaurant at the new Trump International Hotel. Now, this is the one that they're converting at the old post office pavilion on Pennsylvania Avenue. But now, in light of those remarks that Trump made, there is a new petition to stop the chef from opening that restaurant. Bob Barnard's there live this morning outside of the hotel with more for us this morning. Bob?
Hey, good morning, Steve. We're here at 11th and Pennsylvania Avenue. The new Trump International is right behind us here. It's a $200 million project. It's going to be a 270-room hotel scheduled to open sometime next year. And this is at the old post office pavilion. And if you pan down, you know, Trump puts his name on everything that he does. And here it is on this these blue signs around the property. And if you look closest to his name, right past the bus there in that red light, see the name Jose Andres? He is basically advertising the fact that the well-known, successful restaurateur is planning to open a restaurant here at the new Trump International Hotel when it opens. But there are some people, Mexican Americans, who are offended, and one of them is Eric Sanchez. He joins us this morning. He has started this Change.org campaign to dump Trump. What is it you're after? Your message is really for Mr. Andres, is that right?
That's correct. You know, Jose Andres has been a huge role model for the Hispanic community and the D.C. community at large. And I need to preface that, we support him and all of his efforts. But in light of the recent remarks that Mr. Trump has made about, Mexican immigrants and the fact that he's doubled and tripled down, I think there's an argument to be made that Mr. Trump has created a toxic enough business environment that his partners have no other choice than to remove their ties to him. And that's really the ultimate goal of the petition. And it was started on July 3rd over a really busy, one of the busiest holiday weekends of the year. And at this point, we're close to nearly 1,500 supporters. So I know that, there are a lot of folks that are looking to see this change be made, that are hoping that Jose Andres makes the ultimate decision to cut ties, because it's sad enough to see their two names together on that building. So that's really the ultimate goal of this petition.
All right, Eric, we'll keep in touch and see how that goes. Now, of course, there's some who would think that, Mr. Trump sues anybody who tries to distance themselves. But Eric made the point that perhaps the brand name Trump now is bad enough, per se, that someone like a Jose Andres would have the right to say, look, I don't want to be associated. We'll see what happens. We've reached out to his restaurant group, Jose Andres' restaurant group. He's got Jaleo and Centennial here in the D.C. area. Have not heard back. He has said, though, however, that he supports, fairness for everyone, whatever their status here in the United States. And here at this work project, there are many Hispanic Americans who are working here, some who told the Washington Post this week that they came to the U.S. illegally to make a better life for their family, and they're working here now. Some of them are now legal. But so it's interesting. Mr. Trump has some Central American immigrants working at his hotel here. And as Mr. Sanchez says, he is, in a sense, defended his controversial remarks made when he announced his bid for president last month, guys.
I mean, it's absolutely, there's so many interesting aspects to the story, too. And one of them is because in being D.C., things become so politicized. If Donald Trump made those comments in some other fashion, not as a presidential announcement, would the impact have been so strong?
Would have been the same, right.
But well, I think what's getting is he just does keep doubling down, tripling down, quadrupling down on it. I thought, interestingly enough, today, Bob, I don't know if Eric talked about this, that he sort of apologized by saying there are some good Mexican Americans, and, I don't know what his full comments were, but does that in any way mitigate this for anyone out there? I'm curious, Bob, if that came into play in your reporting today.
No, not necessarily. I think there are people who just realize Mr. Trump is very outspoken. He's a billionaire entrepreneur, says what he thinks, maybe says more than what he thinks. And in this case, even if he tries to back it up a little bit, the damage is done, many people believe, including Mr. Sanchez, who says his Dump Trump campaign, appealing to the restaurateur to dump Trump, will not end. They're going forward.
Well, no doubt, Jose Andres and his people are talking about it.
Everybody else is.
Yeah, I think it's called the Think Food Group, his deal. So I have no doubt they are thinking a lot about it.
All right.